All right, it is my opportunity to get in front of you. I don't know if today's message is going to be good. I don't know if it's going to be bad. Today, we're talking about faith and me. Faith and me. You get to, Jerome, decide if me is first person singular for me or first person singular for you. That's up to you. But the entire class today is for me. I have taught maybe 10,000 times, 10,000 times in the last 3 or 4 years. It's literally like, it's in fairness between what I do outside my network and inside my own network. I speak at least 3 times a day in some capacity of what can be called a keynote, even when I'm not trying to. So to say 10,000 times in 4 years, when 3 times 365 is almost 10,000. It's not almost, but you get the point. I'm pretty accurate in my saying. I've spent the last 7 years speaking over 10,000 times. And today is the first time ever I've gotten no script in front of me or memorized. For those of you who've been with me for a long time, I write my entire messages or sermons, depending on the thing in the Bobby I'm doing. I write them all in bullet points. 27 bullet points equals 45 minutes. 11 bullet points equals, well, 11 bullet points with a story, intro story, and an outro story equals 25 minutes. I know I speak, I have done over 50, 25,000 keynotes to the point where I can look at how many bullet points I have and literally tell you how long that keynote is going to be. I have an internal clock in my head. You say, Antonio, give us 7 minutes. And then somewhere in 7 minutes, I just stop because I've done it so much. This is the first time. Oh, and also, I never repeat keynotes. For those of you who follow me, Phil and Susan can attest, I just don't. I know we should, but I've never repeated a sermon. I've never repeated a keynote. I just don't do it. Not because I have a standard. It's just because my first year in ministry, 130 something people were following me, and I wasn't going to have them listen to what I already did. It's just that simple. I've always been blessed or lucky, depending on your faith. Today is the first day in at least 6 or 7 years I have no script. Just to show you kind of what I'm talking about, I want to share my screen. You can consider this an introduction. I'm going to share my screen here in a second when I get to something totally non-sensitive. Actually, we'll go to all the sensitive things on my screen for a moment. Right here are future books I plan on writing. You shouldn't even be able to see it, but it is what it is. I didn't feel like being boring over a live recording, so you get to see what I'm trying to do. Over here, someone tells me when you see it. I need you to see the word right here, esoteric. So we need, no, not that one. This must be a shared note. That's not it. There's another esoteric. You're probably seeing some. Oh, this is a book you shouldn't even see. I've been thinking about writing a book called Romans 14.
Come
How
on,
Paul,
Reverend.
real talk,
Yes,
how Paul told you to shut the blank up and mind your business. That's not what Paul said.
that is. That is how Paul talked. Yeah.
That's probably what Paul said to like off camera, but that's not what Paul said. That would be eisegesis, not exegesis. But
I mean, the whole Bible be telling you to mind your business.
you know what? As Dr. Ferris's pastoral people, we love to get the Romans chapter 8 and shout. And then we fizzle out before we get to Romans 12, 13, and 14, because that's why Paul was writing. But we love grace to say there's no condemnation but Paul on his death boat ride, Paul wrote his Galatians 2.0. Y'all don't know what that means, but Dr. Ferris does. He writes his greatest writing ever, which is a recapitulation of a lot of his writings early, to say, hey, don't do this, of course. But anyway, this isn't about Paul. So right here, I clicked esoteric, and I just want you to get that every single time I have, if you come right, look, this says 2021. Yes. Y'all see this here, 2021? You can see it?
Yep.
So I just need you to get that ever since I started this Thursday class at nighttime, I got all these joints written down. No one can but you. Got them written down, cuz. Get out in front. Got them written down. Creating overflow. Pick one. See you at work. Yeah, I like that one. That was actually hot on YouTube. See you at work. Oh yeah, thank you, Eddie. Yes. Yeah, wipe it for me. Oh yeah, it's okay. Apparently, I moved this table right there. You did a good job. Wipe the bottom of this here real quick. I spilled my vodka on my $200 trackpad. Since I hadn't drank yet, I would drink now in front of you. Let the Lord be vodka. That's sacrilegious, heretical, but we can make it work. Can y'all see how struggling with everything being perfect? Can you at least see, Dion, that I'm not bull jiving about I write these things down and then memorize them or at least read them? I ain't got no script today. Today we're talking about faith in me. Amir? Amir, decide if me is talking about Antonio or me is talking about you. It's up to you. For
No,
the
are
times I
you saying?
said again. Go ahead. Go ahead. Is that your name?
I'm sorry.
Not,
Is it? Are you saying faith and
grace.
or faith in?
Excuse my Texas draw. AND.
Thank you.
There you go. The conjunction junction. What's your function? Some of y'all that had Bill Cosby. What was Fat Albert? There we go. Some of y'all don't know nothing about that because y'all know nothing about that Fat Albert. Jerome, no.
Yes, you do.
Yeah, y'all come on, but you just because you was watching Nick and
Hey,
Night.
hey, that's
There
Fat
you
Albert.
go. There you go. There you go. There you go. Yeah. Jerome and Phil was watching Fat Albert new episodes. Okay. All right. For the times I should again, I want to speak with you on the subject faith in me. Have you? No. No, have you? 2024 has been the most accomplished year of my life. And I don't like nothing about it. Can we talk? I wish I had somebody that's going to keep it. I ain't got no script because I don't need one, Susan. I'm laying on a cross today. You hear me? I'm the script. The blood of my veins is this testimony. I just the best thing I've ever done in my entire life, Dion, is this year. The worst thing I've ever been through in my entire life, Dion, is this year. I wish I had somebody that just going. I need a.
It has been the worst, greatest year ever.
I need
That means you're close. But
it,
whatever God is taking you, you're close.
with a great Dr. Ferris, Phil Sorrentino view of the world you have. You're correct. It does mean I'm close. But the flesh. I said faith and me is what I'm talking about. I did not say that faith and me were in congruent agreement. I just
No,
tried to tell you that they're evenly clashing with one another.
let me tell you something.
Talk
Because
to me now. Talk
while
to
it
me.
has been the worst, greatest year ever, and I agree with Ebony, that means the greatest is yet to come. That means it's just over the horizon. But at the same time, my flesh, my soul, and my spirit is like, we got this. But my mind and my flesh, man, is what my is what
I feel like if that is was part of that sentence we didn't
it
get.
was. I was just
Okay.
trying. We okay. So Dr. Ferris is on here, and Mama Susan on here, and then the kids on here. So it's just only so much I'm gonna say.
Stop for a moment. Stop for a moment. Let me tell you what I know about human beings. The more you don't cuss out loud, it's the more you cuss in your head.
I cuss a lot in my head.
I just need you to understand that where there's a left, there's a right. Where there's a up, there's a down. Where there's a yin, there's a yang. Where there's a Christian, there's a sinner. Do you understand? They just have their cussing out loud under voluntary control because they choose to. That does not mean Susan ain't cussing Phil out every chance she get in her head. He just ain't supposed to know that. That's he Phil just ain't supposed to know that. You understand? It's a big difference. It's a big difference. But Phil know that look. Even Phil go, you right, honey. When he get that look, you know what I'm talking about? Okay, all right. Keep going, Dion. I just want you to know that none of us, excuse me, let me say it this way. We are all everything right in this world and wrong with this world evenly. And it's not a sacred text or an ascended master that would say opposite of that. The goal is to what Antonio, what's ascension? What's ascension from a religious perspective? To choose not to be evenly wicked. That's ascension. See, they didn't like that. They don't like when I simplify their faith. But choose ye this day, or choose to be a living sacrifice, holy and accept. It's about your choice. Anyway, keep going, Leon. I don't want to go. That's not what the lesson's about today. Keep going.
No, that's how it's like. You wake up in the morning and you're like, man, it's gonna be the best day ever. And then you just get hit with one thing after another, after another, after another. But then a few days later, it's like it's nothing but sunshine and blue skies.
That means you got no faith. And that's gonna come up. That's gonna come up. Let's
Well,
break it down now.
we've had that conversation because remember
Yeah.
when I said,
And I told you have no faith.
yeah, I
Tell
have
them what I told you.
I'm trying to because I think I made it, but I was saying
Tell
how
them I'm not nice to you in the secret parts of the secret days.
man, look, y'all think y'all get it. Mm, I'm just gonna leave it at that. But we were on a call and I realized like I sent it to you privately and you said it out loud, but I never actually like just outright jumped on the sword. But you were talking about having faith and what your faith looks like. And I said I realized that I did not have faith in God
Fair enough.
because I can't remember what it was you said, but there was something that triggered that. So that explains why 4 days. I'd be like, yeah, I got this. And then 3 days, I'd be like, man, forget this, deuces. I don't want nothing to do with this.
Let me jump in
Don't
there real
call
quick.
me, don't text me, don't email me. Forget
Let me
all
jump
of
in there
this.
real quick. Two things about faith. Write this down. Hate me while you're writing this down. They're both inflammatory. I don't like Antonio statements. But before I give these statements, they're biblical, canonical, tyrannical. That's not right. Synoptical, whatever. Tanakh statements. Okay. I don't know how to turn a Tanakh into an adjective. Sorry. I'm pretty sure I do, but whatever. Number one, if you have money problems, you do not have faith. So you're not gonna like that. I told you you wouldn't like it. Number two, if an external circumstance makes you not have faith, you don't have faith. Lean this mic off. I'm not gonna raise my voice. This is a year of enlightenment. Pastor B.T. Hill says that.
I was
He's
going to
been
say
saying
that's what you sound like.
it. He's been saying it since like 2017, Grace. He's been saying it. This is the year of enlightenment.
He just told me that Sunday when I saw him.
Pastor BT Hill says that. I'm not gonna raise my voice at y'all. I'm not gonna hoop or holler. Faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. Now the just shall live by faith. I present you faultless before the only. Do I need to finish that one, Grace? I'm trying to get two. Okay, the
You're gonna
only
make me and Jerome.
wise.
You're gonna make me and Jerome shout, okay?
I got like 16 more, Grace. Do you mind?
Probably Dr. Ferris too. He probably shout too.
Okay.
I wouldn't
Well,
mind
you
seeing
know,
Dr.
he
Ferris
is
shout.
he,
Okay,
he is a pastor, but do you mind if I go like I got like 16 more?
go ahead, sir.
I can do
It's
exceedingly
your
and
call.
abundantly
That's
above
it.
all you could ask or think. Lord, we don't know what to do. This is in Kings.
Watch it.
Finish it for
But
me, Grace.
our eyes are on you.
That's in the real deal. I can give you 14 more. The point of faith is Ina is abused, misused, underappreciated, counted out. And she still looks up and go, but it's a good day. That's faith. Come on, Deanna. You can say it. You can say it. I'm watching all y'all. That's why camera's on. That's why camera. Now, Sandra, on
No,
this class, Sandra, because you ain't at work right now. Sandra, go on, put your wig on, wash the lady parts, and get your ass on camera. Okay, you're gonna be on camera today. Nah, that dog. Come on, Deanna.
no, my comment was no, I ain't got that shit. If you say,
I
if
don't
you
have to.
say, wake up in the morning, get hit by the world, and still be like,
Yet though he slay
"Eh,
me. Y'all see, y'all problem is
Watch it.
y'all
Watch
turn
it.
the miracles of y'all sacred texts into metaphors. These were never meant to be metaphors, Dr. Ferris. They wasn't meant to be metaphors. You can say cashy, whatever I did to this fig tree. Uh, you could do to this mountain, cashier to this mountain. Grace, that was not a parable. The parable was before that declaration. Rewind, press play. Y'all keep making the power of faith parables and metaphors. And most of what you call faith is realistic. Let me prove it to you. These Greek folk, so the Greek go, if my world history is correct, there may be somebody to correct me. Greek Golden Age is 1200 to 908 BC. Excuse me, 1200 to 900 BC, and then you have Hebraic Golden Age after that. I need y'all to get that these smart Greek folks, Greeks were so smart, Romans stole the whole Greek culture. I don't care what you say about world history. Romans, oh, Zeus, oh, that's Jupiter. You're not listening. Romans stole the whole Greek culture. It was like, we like that. The entire Renaissance means rebirth back to Renaissance, back to Roman culture, which is literally back to Greek culture. Now that we're on the same page, these Greek folk feel looked up into the sky and said, look at Zeus. Rewind, press play. There was no separation between natural and supernatural in 1200 BC and 900 BC. And we just gonna have to own that. According to world history is so strong that what's that city that drowned y'all? Help me out. We all know it. The city that
Atlantis? Bye.
no, say it again, Melissa. I think you said it.
Atlantis?
Atlantis. That's what I was talking about. Atlantis was a real city until 1996. I'm exaggerating, but you get the point though, right? No, I just need you to get that Atlantis is real until Enlightenment period. No, I just need you to get that. So when y'all tell me you have faith, but you also have questions, I struggle to understand if you actually have faith. Now, this is where I get in trouble personally, because as a scientist, I got questions. See, let me just say this. It's been 23 minutes. I have no intentions today of solving y'all problems. I have no intentions today of clearing up your answers, Amy. The only intentions I have today is to bleed on the cross. I got no other intention. I got no other intention today. If you looking for answers, I ain't got them. If you looking for, I sure needed to hear that. Today is your day. I ain't got nothing else for you. If you need clarity, Phil, Dr. Ferris, Jerome, they got clarity for you. If you need, man, blank this blank, Deanna, Trinace, and Antonio, we got your back today. Okay, let me help you out. Faith. I don't have it, but it's also all I got. Is there a witness out here that understands what I'm talking about? I need some. I'm gonna try it again. I'm gonna try it again with a little bit more words, Susan. Faith. I'm living on it, breathing on it. It's my gas. But if you corner me in a corner where my inner thoughts feel, and it's just me, I don't tell you no. I tell you, I don't know. Third time, everybody gonna get it. I'm not telling you what I don't have, Phil. I'm telling you what I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if density 6 is gonna work. I just know God gonna have to kill me before it don't. These are two different things. I'm trying to. Okay, I'm trying to get y'all. Phil and Susan caught it. I saw their faces. They got it. The rest of y'all behind the scenes, y'all ain't got it yet. Let me. Who that? Whoever says something, go ahead and talk because you're at the right
That's
time.
me, Phil.
Go ahead, Phil.
One example of faith, and I've used this before on the call, is when you're driving down the two-lane highway. You have faith that the approaching car will stay in its lane. Now, if you didn't have faith in that, you'd slow down every time a car would come by because you didn't have faith in it. Now, you may get to where you're going to get to, but it's going to take you a lot longer without faith.
A lot longer. A lot longer, Phil. You understand? A lot longer. Did y'all hear what he said? Some y'all got faith that your chair is working. It don't have to though. Everybody here is sitting in some sort of chair. Tracy and all her chocolate glory is sitting in a chair that she didn't make nor design outside her house. Do you understand how much faith Tracy has to have in her car? I don't think y'all get how much Tracy is going. Ooh, this car not gonna give me herpes. I'm just trying to use emotionally charged things so everybody can get it. Susan, I'm not just trying to. I figured I say herpes, everybody is shocked. They stop getting off the Twitter feeds and come back over here. Tracy got so much confidence. She just truly believes that her car engine, car bolts, car nuts, car wheels, car brakes, car everything is working. And then she even believes that she gonna get home safe. But if I ask Tracy which one she believes in the most, getting home safe or becoming a millionaire, Tracy will have to have a real conversation with herself. I'm just trying to have a real conversation with you right now, Ina. I'm not talking, Ina, I ain't talking no, Ina, forget them. They suck anyway. It's just me and you. I'm just trying to say, faith and me, we collide. And here's the deal. I'm supposed to have faith. It's 19 people on this call outside of me, Trinace. And the last thing y'all want to hear is I struggle with faith. Because I'm going to be your mentor and I'm struggling.
Because that means you're one of us. We can relate. So we're gonna love you even more. Oh my God, he's not perfect. He's not flawless.
No, I'm not perfect. Not at all. Not. Well, actually, I am perfect. If you disagree with me, I'm perfect. If you think I'm
Love
wrong,
it.
I'm perfect. But to God, I'm not perfect. No, I'm just joking, Grace. I just want to be like misogynistically petty. That's all. That's all. I just want to do that. Okay. Okay. Trinace, it's not that I'm saying I don't have faith. I'm not talking to people struggling with faith right now. That's not what I'm talking. This, if you are struggling with faith, to be honest with you, you're gonna miss what I'm saying today. As a matter of fact, you're bored as hell right now. That's not what I'm saying. If you struggling with faith, you have no idea. Why is he talking? I'm not talking to people struggling with faith. I'm talking to the people going, now you know doggone well I got faith, Lord. I wouldn't follow Antonio all these years if I didn't. But when you coming? See, I'm not
Oh, now. Okay.
Grace. I'm trying to talk about faith in me. I don't know if Jerome's me equals Jerome or me. Oh, baby, maybe ain't no difference between me and Jerome. I'm just saying, Dion. I'm not talking to the faithless. I'm not talking to folk who struggle with faith. I'm talking to folk who say, in fairness, I wrote this keynote 2 months ago. I mean, not 2 months ago, 2 weeks ago. I just knew I didn't have no script for it. But just to prove it to you, I'm just talking to Dion who go, God ain't acting like God right now in this season. Y'all not listening. I'm gonna rewind, press play. Wassalamu alaikum, my brother. He know who I'm talking to. He know exactly who I'm talking to. He got on red jacket, red hat. He know exactly who I'm talking to. On some straight Islamic stuff. But I'm secretly looking for the tangible results. I'm not trying to talk to everybody. I'm just talking to Amir. If y'all didn't know I was talking to Amir, you gonna get out the way. I'm just talking to Amir. I'm not saying that I don't believe. That's not the ain't it? That's not the problem, Dion. That's not it. Y'all, Jerome believe. I'm not. I'm not talking about your belief. I'm separating field belief from faith. I'm trying to. I'm trying to compensate here that faith is bigger than my belief. I hope Kenneth and MP is on the call. These are only two people I want to talk to. They on the call, Grace. I gotta tell you not your head. All right.
They are.
All right. So y'all don't matter. Y'all suck then. Kenneth the MP, these my people. Y'all understand. We got the white Cadillac 1984 Field Sorrentino spirit. You understand? This is a different kind of y'all understand. Phil gonna have to tell y'all about the white Cadillac, white shoes, white shirt spirit. Susan will tell y'all, don't worry about it. But this is just a I'm just talking to Kenneth and MP right now. I know it's gonna work. But it showed torture until it works. Y'all gonna make me lean forward. I thought the whole time, Ina, I was being relatable and talking. Maybe I need to be a little louder. Maybe I need to pull the mic back so I can be loud like this because y'all not listening to me.
You said you was talking to Ken and P. We listened, but we
Okay.
don't
Right.
forget.
You're
Okay?
right. You're
But
right.
let me
You're
tell you
right.
something, okay?
You're right.
I've been following, let me tell you something, because right now, I'm just talking to you. Everybody else on the ain't on this call. I've been following your black ass since 2015, okay?
2015.
Since
2015, Grace.
2015, okay?
2015.
Listen, okay? You said it was going to work. I'll be like, all right, it's going to work. Me too. All
2015 is
right,
what
it's
Grace
going
said.
to work.
Grace had to go back in her head and say, when I got them 45, 50, yeah. 2015.
I like the way you talking. I like the way you talking.
Jerome, I'm trying to
Grace.
talk well, Grace. I'm trying to talk well, Jerome. Grace, you talking even weller. Listen. You ever been in a place where you know something's gonna work, but you don't know how it's gonna work? But you just know it's gonna work. Let me talk to a few more people. A lot of y'all, Ina, Dion, Deanna, Jerome, Phil, Susan, Grace, Ebony, they shook their heads. I'm gonna try to get to a few more people real quick, Janaise. I'm gonna try to get to a few more people. You ever been in love with somebody and you just like, I don't know why I'm in love with this person because this shit ain't gonna work at all. But I know it's gonna work. But it ain't gonna work though. But I know it's gonna work. It better work. I'm gonna kill him if it don't work. Who know what I'm talking about? Is that okay? Okay. Thank you, Tracy. Thank you, Tracy and Ina. Thank y'all so much. Y'all know what I'm talking about. It better work. It better work because I'm in love. This is me talking. The silence is me talking. The cuss words though. He done effed around it. Every time I shook my head, that was a word. It better work. I'm gonna kill him and his. You understand? Okay.
Look
Now
here,
that
Antonio T. Smith Jr. Yeah, You make me get up. And you don't know what I got going on over
you
here
gonna
on
cut
this.
your camera on like I
You understand
said
what
though.
I'm saying?
No,
Look here. Look
come
here.
on. Come on.
Understand now. You made me get up, put some
You
clothes
ain't
on.
at work.
You know what I got over here yonder? Come on. They hear man voice talking about, come on. What?
Right.
See,
That's
Antonio.
daddy voice. That's what that is. That's daddy voice.
Look here, let me tell you something, Antonio T. Smith Jr. I's grown now. I's
You is
grown.
grown. He's grown. I think you just made 60. You might be grown. You right.
I'll be 63.
63.
63
Girl, when I
June
get
2nd.
63,
And
when
I've
I
been
get sick, I'm
following
not even.
you
I'm showing up on
on
Zoom naked. I'm
4 years
not
now.
wearing no clothes at 63.
Antonio.
I'm not. I'm not. I'm gonna get up and anyway, let me I guess there's too many kids around right now. Keep going.
No, you can't do that. But know that faith is where I live. I walk by faith, not by sight. This thing is real. It's real, Antonio T. Smith Jr.
Fair enough.
When I talk about Antonio T. Smith Jr. and the team, this thing is for real. I
Fair
come
enough.
up here and I try to be quiet, but trust and believe, I be it be bubbling up and over.
Yeah.
Y'all done taught me how to speak before people,
Yeah.
to be selfish,
Yeah.
to know that I can
Yeah.
plant better, I can
Can't
dominate.
dominate.
Faith is real. I walk by it in it. There is no lie in the faith. The only way that you can use it and do it and obtain it is to walk in it. Know what I'm talking about now?
No, that's good.
Understand?
Doing good.
Because it's real. So ain't no need for nobody to be thinking about their faith is shaky. All you got to do is look at your hands and see the good of them. If you ain't got no hands, look at your ankles and see the good in it.
I know that's
If
right.
you don't got no ankles,
Look at your belly button. Look at your belly button. Yeah.
look at them feet and look where they walk.
That's fair.
Because real is real. I would have never been here before y'all. I'm just saying. I'm
Yeah.
just saying.
Yeah.
There
Yeah.
is no way all the things in my mind, something as simple as the game, the book I put before y'all, rewired the ATS way. That's real.
Real.
That's faith walking. When I got here, I began to see things so much clearer. I never had the, what do you call that word? What's that word, y'all? The unction or the desire to actually do something just for Sandra that will help her to get to the next level of moving forward to the people that I need to talk to. And I'm here, and I've been here, and I ain't going nowhere. You try to get rid of me, it's going to be a problem. I'm going to use your own information against you. You heard me.
You understand. I understand. You understand. You know what?
Speak
You
to
bring
them
up
dry bones.
You
He's
can't be.
speaking to them dry
speaking
bones.
to them dry bones, Jerome. You're right. You're right. I'm actually done in the next 10, 15 minutes, and the rest of this is Q&A. Sandra actually sped us up to my third point, but I'm not going to give it to you right now. Just okay. I believe, but she sped it. When you hear me say that, Sandra and her prophetic gift, which is strong as strong. I'll just say that. Sandra's prophetic gift is strong. She sped us up to the closing point. Here's my second point. If you believe, I'm about to get in trouble. I'm about to get in trouble, Leon. If you believe Why you shaking? Back in 2007, I announced my calling to preach at First Union Baptist Church, 1027 Avenue L, Galveston, Texas, 77550, under the Reverend Pastor David L. Everson. Everything I just said is a real deal thing. You can look it up. Like I didn't, Grace, did I twist some details or addresses?
Real person, real church, real city. Yep.
Real person, real church, real city. Jerome, wrenching around, wrenching around. And it was Deacon. What's the family, Monique? That Deacon Andrew Law Senior. She just said laws, and it triggered everything back in my head. This family is so powerful, the gals. You just say laws, Tillman. You ain't gotta say nothing else. Tillman. You ain't gotta say nothing else. Laws. You ain't gotta say nothing else. Deacon Andrew Laws. It was 2008. Me and Monique got married October 22nd, 2008. No, October 22nd, 2009. Years. At least I remember the gosh darn date. Years. Because Aiden was born on October 31st. And I'm laying down tile and sheetrock because if you remember, Hurricane Ike came through Galveston, Texas, and just effed everything up, Susan. I mean, there was nothing in Galveston. 75% of all the buildings in Galveston was FUBAR. If you don't know what FUBAR means, look it up. Anybody in the military knows exactly what FUBAR means. If y'all can look at Jerome's reaction, he knows what FUBAR means. And Deacon Andrew Laws, he sleeps with his ancestors now. He said, Sandra, oh, I'm listening to Joe Budden, 6 in the morning, putting up church tiles. If y'all don't know Joe Budden cursed every 4 words. If you don't understand Joe Budden super cuss every 2 words. If you don't know Joe Budden ain't got nothing to do with the Lord. You hear me? Let me just say, it's the Lord, Satan, and then the people Joe Budden worked for who work for Satan. It's unfair to him, but I'm just trying to paint a good picture. Okay. And I'm in there going hard. F this B, F this A, F for the F, F Ebony, F Ena, F and Susan, F Field 2. This is the song. That's what the song said. No, the song said F Phil, F Susan, F Grace, and her mama. Because I'm in the church by myself. And it's 6:30 in the morning. And I'm laying on tile. And I'm tired as hell, Phil. And I need F the motherfucker. F it. Well, apparently Deacon Andrew Law snuck his motor scooting blankety blank in the church. And I'm just all on my cricket phone. Some of y'all don't know what that means. It was really a cricket. I'm all on my cricket phone and I'm jamming. And sure enough, for at least 5 minutes, the patriarch of the whole church, please believe, pastor, no disrespect to Reverend David L. Everson, while he's the pastor, he ain't the patriarch. Because Deacon Andrew Laws afforded his mother scooting blank in. You hear me? And the second deacon was a Laws, and the third deacon was a Laws, and the fourth deacon was married into the Laws, and his wife was a Law. Yeah, it was a Laws church. It should have been called First Union Laws Missionary Baptist Church, just so we're clear. Jerome know what I'm talking about, how black churches roll. He understands. And I turn around feeling I'm so embarrassed. Oh my God, I'm so sorry. I mean, I could, Susan, if I tell you I tried to cut this motor scooting Joe Button off 16 times, and if my fingers were like, I don't know, it was like 12 fingers at this time. I couldn't hit the damn button to say my goddamn button. It took me 30 seconds to cut the phone off. I tried. I was trying, but the Lord was like, you ain't cutting nothing off. And and it was just me and him. He ain't got no audience, Leon. He ain't got no audience. He looked at me and I said, oh my God, Deke, I'm so sorry. What I forgot to mention was I just announced my call to preach. So I'm sitting with the deacons. I forgot to mention this. I'm sitting with the deacons I'm sitting with the deacons for a year because me and Monique are not married yet, but we're gonna get married soon. But can't nobody tell Antonio to do a mother thing. Who knows? I wish I knew. I wish I had somebody who knew it. Antonio T. Smith Jr. You're not gonna motherfucker tell me to do nothing.
But you ain't finna tell me to do nothing. So I
All
understand
right, then.
exactly
So
what you saying.
I'm sitting there. We go wait. God, I'm saying all that. Anyway, so we do all that shit. And I'm expecting Deacon Laws who had, and I don't have a key. You know what? No, I did. They gave me the key. I don't have a key to the church, but Deacon, what's Terrence and D Stickman? But what's Stickman? James, huh? James Laws. We call him Stickman. He fat as hell, but we call him Stickman though. I wasn't supposed to say that. My bad. You know, how you call Tiny, who's 12 foot tall, Susan, small. We call him Stick Man because he's 12 feet wide, but I'm not supposed to say that out loud. So my bad. So we call him Stick Man. Stick Man gave me his key and for that day because I had to put up the towel in the office and blah, blah, blah. Deacon Laws walked in. He's supposed to kill me, y'all, because I'm in here announcing my calling to preach, and I'm listening up. B, I'ma kill you in your motherfucking B. I'm listening to all that, Susan. Like, I don't know if y'all understand hip hop. Hip hop is you understand. I'm keeping it. It was Steve Harvey saying, I don't want to get wet from my blood. I want to get
So
I'm making love. Is what
you can listen, but the church ain't supposed to know.
first of all, church is where I was doing work. So the church was my radio. Do you understand? I'm not saying Trinace is wrong. I'm just saying, Phil, church was
You
my
sound like
radio.
you having the best acoustic now.
Oh, and I was doing too much. I was doing way too much in the church.
They
But I
didn't have
wasn't.
headphones?
First off, they didn't have headphones in 2008, 2009. What you thought this was? You was in the third grade. Where was headphones at 2008,
I was
2000? No, this is
a sophomore
2007.
in high school. Thank you very
Show
much.
me headphones in 2007 that wasn't connected to a 45 skip second delay Walkman. No, no. I said cricket phone. Please tell me a cricket phone with headphones.
I don't know. I've never had a cricket phone.
Grace, Google cricket phone. So
That definitely did not have a 3.5 millimeter.
thank you so much. Thank you so much, Damani. What is okay? My 12-year-old asks what is a Walkman. Okay. Deanna, you Google Walkman, Grace, you Google cricket phone, so these young folk can understand that I'm talking about Paleolithic Egyptian pyramid just built time.
And I used to traveling. I had to get the CD so he knows what that is too. To go with it.
Yeah, you gonna have to get a CD. Have these kids even seen the CD before? They ain't never seen a CD before.
That's a shame.
When I showed them my CD, they can't even play my CD. They ain't even heard my CD before though. A CD or a DVD, they gone. Okay, so just for you young folk,
Who's not on here?
With an 8-track player. I don't know if it's track or trek. Oh my God, who is this sharing the screen? Which one of y'all is this sharing the screen? Because it's that one all the way on the right that costs
That'd be
$49.99.
me.
It's Dion.
That'd be me.
$49.99 with
So
49,
we have
all the way to the
Walkmans.
right. All the way to the right. Yep. Right there. That's 45-second skip delay right there. I seen it. I know it. I know it when I see it.
They're charging
And
$50 for that?
first off,
That's new too.
they made our jeans. They made our jeans with a really big, small zipper just to fit that damn thing in.
They did.
I'm not kidding you.
They did.
I wish we can travel back in time.
I do too. See, I had one of these. I had like a crate.
The iPod is $13, and then the CD
See,
player
you
is
went too far. You went
45.
too far in the future, though.
So
you
you
went
know
too far in
what?
the future.
iPod was actually insignificant and trash. It was actually Zune player from Microsoft, from Bill Gates, that was supposed to take over. But Steve Jobs said, hold my beer. I kid you not. I'm not joking. I'm not joking, because Microsoft was way bigger than Apple could be back. Anyway, stop your screen. That must be you, Deanna, because I know that ain't Grace showing that screen.
Yeah, you said cricket phone. Show the cricket phone.
That's I had that one right there, right there. The Kyocera. That was my cricket phone. So
wow.
Click that, Grace. Click that, Grace, and please let me. Does this look like it got headphones with this motor? First off, the phone's $16.99.
A candy bar phone.
You call it whatever you want to call it, but that phone was
It
$45
says
a
candy
month.
bar. It said candy bar phone on it.
First off,
watch yourself, Ebony. Watch yourself. You ain't watch it now.
First off, that phone was $45 a month, and it didn't work between 22nd and Broadway and First and Ferry Road and Broadway. It did not work. It only worked on the big part of Galveston. Ask Grace, I ain't lying. As soon as you drove too many blocks, it didn't work. Prime Co.
Prime Co. My God, Motorola to a Prime Co phone. Wow.
Anyway, y'all know. Anyway, let me get back to it. Let me get back to it. I'm just trying to say, that I was jamming my key. Pull that doggone phone, Kyocera phone back up, Grace. Pull that phone back up.
I want to know what the deacon said. That's the part I'm looking
for. The deacon said, I'm jamming that phone, and that phone playing loud as hell. Now, the truth is, Dion, it probably ain't playing loud at all. Because, that speaker was like biblical time speaker, you know what I'm saying? But as far as I would understand, it was loud. And that deacon, stop your screen, Grace. I said, oh my God, Deacon, I'm sorry. And this deacon, I swear to God, and we've been cool ever since. Well, he's dead now. He said, young man, everybody got a story to tell. And he walked off. If I can ever teach you about grace and mercy, if you don't understand the nature of the church or Baptist, let me help you with the nature of the church and Baptist. I was supposed to be excommunicated. What was not supposed to. In fact, my first sermon was December 6, 2008. This was Jerome. This was July something. No, that's not right. I'm wrong. This September 12th was Hurricane Ike 2008. So this was September. This was October, November. This was like 30, 45 days before my first. He was supposed to nail me to the cross. All this man said was,
Amen.
Hey, everybody got a story too. And he walked off. Listen, that deacon showed me everything what faith is. Faith is not knowing anything, but knowing that Susan will make it. Rewind. Press play. I'm going to do it again. Faith has nothing to do with what Phil knows. Faith has everything to do with the fact that Phil knows Jerome will do what Jerome said. Rewind, third time. Everybody gonna get it. What I'm talking about today is faith in me, Ina, and I don't know what to tell you about what you're going to do. But I promise you, if Ina can tell Antonio, he gonna make it and do everything in the world. And that will be God talking to me. Faith. Antonio was faith. Write this down. According to Antonio, faith is God talking to someone else about your confirmed potential. That's faith. Listen to what I said, Trinice. Grace, repeat what I said to me.
According to Antonio, faith is God talking to someone else about your confirmed potential.
See, I'm almost done with class. I remember I told y'all the next hour is gonna be all y'all. I'm almost done. Only got one more point left. And my point is, if you believe, but that's my last point. Damali, Queen Damali. Me and Damali have a real, peculiar, unique, wonderful, sacred relationship that needs no explanation because it's honorable, holy, and acceptable in Ghana, Nigeria, and America. It just is. It just is. Speaking to Damali, I would tell Damali. Damali would say, Antonio, so what's faith? And I would tell Damali, faith is Sam knowing that anything he's going to be and learn will come through you. Rewind and press play. Phil says, honey, I don't know what to do. And then Susan, and some weird, ascended, not so weird version of Susan goes, doesn't matter if you know what to do, Phil. I'm going to follow you. Grace, read what faith is again, according to Antonio.
According to Antonio, faith is God talking to someone else about your confirmed potential.
I don't know what the Melissa's going to do with Trent, press Trent, total recall. Batman Begins, and Animaniacs. I don't know what the hell she's going to do with any of these. You hear me? The Looney Tunes, nothing. But faith is somebody coming to Melissa and saying, because of you, I want to. Grace, read faith again, because they're not listening. They're not listening.
According to Antonio, faith is God talking to someone about your confirmed potential.
They missed the whole someone. Maybe. Faith is going to a barren woman and saying, God told me to tell you your son name is Isaiah. And that barren woman believing it. Read it again, Grace. Let me talk about Sandra next.
You must have heard me saying, God told you to call me that tugboat, and I've been tugging since then. You heard me. Everything I got in me, I give to you. I told you, somebody gonna have to take care of my money. And I have plenty of faith. You heard me. And
You
I
ain't
know
lied. Between,
you heard me.
hey, listen.
I'm
between
just
you and Susan, and
go
no
ahead.
disrespect to Phil, but between Sandra and Susan, there's no greater faith in this community outside of Sandra and Susan. That's a mother scooting fact. And I don't mean scooting. Scooting should have been footing,
I
and
came
footing
in
should have
telling
been
you who you
ucking.
was. I
You
didn't need you to
understand?
say nothing else. I came in
This
telling
is
you
what it is.
what I was told. You heard me?
This is
And
what it
he
is.
told you all about me. I know. I
Grace,
see the church finger. You heard me.
Grace, rewind, re-faith for Tracy on her Kyocera cricket phone and her prime code that she had in high school. Cause she had a
That's it.
prime code like a motor scooter. You hear me? She had a prime code. 25 minutes. That's all she had. 10
Excuse
minutes
me.
long
Excuse
distance.
me, Antonio T. Smith Jr.
Yes,
Antonio
ma'am.
T. Smith Jr. You heard me.
Talk to me. I
Okay.
heard you.
So, Grace, you know I love you, Grace. Forgive me for jumping in front of you to talk to the young man, Antonio T. Smith Jr.
I am
You know that
young.
something. I love him.
I am young. So I'm,
But
I'm fine too.
he
I ain't gonna lie
well,
to
he
you. I'm
know
fine.
he gave me the name Tugboat.
Choo
Just making that.
choo.
I've been tooting ever since.
Choo choo
Okay, here
ever
we go.
since, yeah. Read it, Grace.
According to according to Antonio, faith is God talking to someone else about your confirmed potential.
I don't know what the bleepity bleep Michael's idea is going to do. I just know that somebody has come to Mike MP and said what he's going to do. You don't have to believe me, Jerome. Come here, Abigail. Can I tell y'all a story? Do you mind? There's this dude. He has 6 brothers. His daddy with a POS. Who knows what POS means? Can somebody say out loud what POS means? I need you to say it out loud.
Piece of shit.
Thank you so much, Tim. I can always count on my motor scooting, dark skin, compliant Damali. I mean, we got the same skin complexion. You hear me? I can always count on my motor scooting. Those words, those were words. The locks just said my words though for me. You feel me? The locks said my words for me. Piece of Abigail was married to a piece of It's the truth. Look it up. And David say, hey, remember all them years I took care of you, my man? And that piece of said, man, all that is part of that locks moving. Do you understand what I'm saying, Jerome? Yeah, okay. I'm trying to keep the class at least a little bit saved. David said, I'm a kill this motherfucker. I'm a kill this motherfucker. Kill this motherfucker. Abigail.
And everything that pisses against the wall.
Thank you so much, Jerome. Because I need Susans and all the bleeding heart Susans to know that I'm not adding to this text. This is literally, remember, you serve a Bible that says, and Antonio spilled the semen on the ground so he wouldn't give her pregnant. I literally need you to know that your Bible is a drama book.
It is certainly the Young and the Restless. Like real.
All right, then. Thank you so much. Young and Restless. That's a good Young and the Restless. General Hospital. What's the come in between those two? Because you made me watch it for a whole year.
Bold and beautiful.
Bold and
All
beautiful.
my
She said it.
children.
All my children. All my
Bold and
children.
beautiful. All my children. Monique had me. That's what Aiden got his name for. Do you know where you got your name from, boy? You got your name because your mama made me watch Young and Beautiful, Bold and Beautiful, but it was General Hospital. Yeah. There was a white guy on General Hospital named Aiden. And I loved that character because I was like, these mother stories. But I liked Aiden. Aiden was a gangster. I swear to God. Tell him.
Hey, that's where you got your name.
Your name comes from a soap opera, boy, a soap opera gangster. And I was like, I like this Aiden. I like this Aiden. Aiden was a soap opera dude marrying some chick that had like a split personality and twins or some shit. No, no. It was something like that at the time. Whatever, just look up General Hospital 2007. And that's where the hell your name come from. Or 2008, because you was 2008. Anywho, I digress. I just need you to know, respectfully, as Damali tries to help all of you, as Melissa sits there with her wonderful X-Men gray in the front of her hair. I just need you to receive. Who was that character? Because he was like super sexy. What was that character name?
Rogue.
Rogue. There you go. Melissa, you're Rogue. Everybody, no. If you like look up Rogue, they're like got like porn fetishes about her. So congratulations, you're a fetish now. You're a fetish now. Hear me well. I don't know what faith means for Jerome. I don't know what faith means for Susan. I just know Susan says, I just know Jerome said, I'm not going. You missed it. Rewind. Press play. If you don't understand Susan or Jerome, the reason I keep saying their name is because these two motor scooters are what you call, some little known term, overthinkers. If you've never met Jerome or Susan, and I know you've never heard the phrase overthinker, but these two motor scooters is overthinkers. And do you understand how much faith you have to have as an overthinker? Melissa, overthinker. Dion, overthinker. Dion, overthinker. MP, overthinker. Trinae's overthinker and overactor. I shouldn't even brought her. She's a whole different story. I shouldn't even brought her up. Damali, overthinker. Tracy, overthinker. Ina, overthinker. Ebony, overthinker, actor, and stinker. She's all of them. I got a whole call full of overthinkers. Sandra, overlover. Oh, she just loved people too damn much. Susan, overlover, just love people too damn much. Damali, overlover, just love people too damn much. Kenneth, overlover, love people too damn much. Ina, overlover, love people too damn much. And I'm trying to tell y'all, faith is not what we think. Which leads us to our last point. Our last point is here, and then you get to talk for the rest of the time. My last point is inflammatories. Phil, you ain't go well, Phil gonna like it because Phil like Phil, you like Republicans? They're cool. Phil, you like Democrats? Yeah, they're cool. Phil, do you like the end of the world? Yeah, you know what? I think it's cool. Like that's Phil. You know, that's just Phil. It's just, you know, it's just water off a duck's back. It's Phil. Phil, what you think about cancer? You know, I think it's a pretty cool thing that it's just Phil. You know, it's just Phil. Phil just is not swayed by external circumstances. He's just not. I'm being charismatic, but he's really not. Phil died, broke his hip, and was telling jokes in a what you call it in an ambulance. How do black folks say it, Grace? Ambulance. How we say it? Yeah, you know. I need somebody black, somebody real black to say ambulance.
The
You know what I'm saying?
ambulance.
Ambulance. That's right.
No, we don't
Ambulance.
say no. We
Ambulance.
don't say the B. It's ambulance.
Ambulance, and you keep the clean draws on because the ambulance, you don't know when the ambulance gonna come. You know, you make sure that living room and that kitchen and whatever you can see in the front door is clean. I don't think that's a black thing. I think that's a whole. I think that crosses cultures. I think Susan is making sure when you open up the front door, whatever you can see is clean. I think that crosses cultures completely. I don't think that's a black thing. I think that is a grandmother thing. I really think that is. I really think that is for sure. I'm just trying to say, my third point to catch everybody in this call, because some people look because Melissa is not Melissa, the Melissas, not Melissa herself, the Enas, not Ina herself. They're going, well, this ain't gonna do with me, Antonio. I'm just here because of you. Because all right, let me help you out. Today's topic was faith and me. And I died on the samurai sword, the cross, and I said, you know what, Melissa? I don't think I got faith. It's not that I have the absence of faith. I just don't think I have faith. I'm recognizing that my faith should be questionable because I'm comparing my faith to Jerome. Now Jerome gonna get it because Jerome keeps it real like me. Jerome, I'm recognizing I'm comparing my faith to two things: old me and people less than me. Rewind, play. Let me do it again. I'm comparing my faith, Melissa, to old Melissa and people who don't understand Melissa. I'm gonna do it again. I'm gonna do Melissa a second time. Because y'all don't know. Melissa's a dime piece. You know what a dime piece means? But
Yeah.
see, conventional wisdom don't say Melissa's a dime piece. Conventional wisdom says like April Rose. Is that her name? What's the Black China? Help me out, Grace. Yeah. Amber Rose. There we go. Monique said Amber Rose, Black China. You know what I'm talking. This ain't for the old folk. I'm not talking to old folk right now. I'm only talking to Black Twitter folk. Help me, Black Twitter folk. Tell me who. I'm only talking to Black Twitter folk. Oh, what'd you say, Damali? Help me out.
Megan Thee Stallion.
Megan Thee Stallion. Thank you. You know what, Damali? I can. Thank you so much. First off, at the Astros game, though, we're gonna have to keep that one real. And you know what? At the Lakers game,
The
like two
Lakers.
weeks ago, we're gonna have to keep that one real too. We're gonna keep that one real too. No. We're not gonna be able to hate on both of those. We're not gonna be able to hate on both of those. Both of those. But if we remove the Lakers game and the Astros game, we can go ahead to my petty recommendation of Megan Thee Stallion, or not mine, but Damali's. But the Lakers game and the Astros game, that's just scientific facts to my. That's science. That's 2 + 2 = 4. It just is what it is, because you understand. If you don't know what I'm talking about, Google. No, you can't Google it. You can Twitter what I'm talking about, but you can't Google it. If I know about it, and I am like the worst connected person on the planet. If I know about it, it was trending. All right. And so now what we have, Ina, is we got a Mexican standoff, to be stereotypical. The standoff is between what the Melissa believes and who the Melissa is. And that's been the point of my call. Which leads me to the last point of my call, Sandra. And I know you feel me. I believe, but where it's at. Rewind. Press play. Y'all don't want to play with me today. No, Antonio. I believe I don't have these problems you be talking about by Dion. I don't understand what you be talking about Grace. I don't do that. What you talking about, Sandra? I don't do that. I've been believing this whole time. But what the fuck is that? And that's fair. No, nope, 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 nope. Jerome gets me. Damali gets me. They were the only two people. Sandra gets me, excuse me. They were the only two people whose facial expression says, you know what, Antonio, you ain't lying, my nigga. I ain't gonna lie to you at all. You ain't lying. You ain't lying at all. I'm gonna try it again and see if I get a few more people. I believe, son. This is the when y'all look at it like Black Twitter, y'all see the black ladies clap with the emojis. That's what they do. What we not gonna do that. That's what that is, man. What the not anyway, y'all don't get it. That's okay. What I'm trying to say to you, Melissa, is real simple. I'm trying to talk to you lying ass faith people for my last point. There's a technical term for this, Kenneth. It's called pseudo faith. It's you mother who never, ever, ever waver in your faith and use a goddamn lie. Rewind, press play. See, they don't like this here, Dion.
I don't know nobody who don't waver.
Shit, use a damn lie because ain't nobody of faith or ancestral knowledge that waver. Melissa don't waver. Trinace don't. No, Trinace is online. Melissa don't waver. MP don't waver. Tracy don't waver. Damali don't waver. Kenneth don't waver. Phil don't waver. Ina don't waver. Rome don't waver. No, I'm not talking about y'all specifically. I'm just talking about the people group you represent. I'm not talking about you specifically, but I'm going to name your name because you stand in the people group. Jerome don't waver. Phil don't waver. Melissa don't waver. MP don't waver. Tracy don't. How Tracy waver? Tracy gave her whole life to God. Y'all ain't want.
Doesn't mean anything.
Hey, Antonio.
Yes, sir.
Didn't Jesus waver?
You know, Phil, I feel like you should be teaching the class. You just said something. Let me tell you, I got you today. Let me tell you motor scooters who motor scooting, motor scooting. And I said so much there. I really did. Let me help you out. We so mother bullshit liars. No. The whole last point. The name of today's class is Faith and Me, Ina. I'm talking about to you. Do you mind if I split it into ladies and men?
Yes.
Okay, Aiden, get out your chair real quick. Come over here. And come let them see. Ashley, you get out your chair. After Aiden come, you come. Just put the little green light right here. Don't worry about it, buddy. You just need to show them how sexy you are. Right there. Show them how sexy you are. Right now, that's just your habit. You show me. There you go. Now show me your muscles, buddy. Hold on. Show me your muscles, buddy. Come on. That's not your muscles. Show me your muscles. That's not okay. All right. You a little bit. You a little bit. Now back up a little bit. Come right here. Come right here. Come right here. He's so cold. He ain't even got on shoes. He got on the LA flip flops. You know what I'm saying, with the gangsters. Yeah, he got 0% body. Look at this right here. Y'all see this? That's 0% body. His veins is veining. You understand? Okay, you can sit back down, buddy. Come on over here, Ashton. Ashton got rid of all his baby fat. Ashton ain't got no baby fat on him whatsoever. Now Ashton. Aiden don't try to be cool. Aiden's cool. This is just natural. Ashton is like, F y'all, you know what I'm saying? Look at it, Rick. You know what I'm saying? Show him your arms, buddy. Show. Thank you so much. He ain't got no more baby fat. He used to be like fat, y'all. He used to be fat as his stuff. He ain't fat. As soon as he hit puberty, all that went down. Go ahead, buddy. You got it. You got it right there. I'm just trying to tell you that what we do. Come here, Aaron. Come show him. Come show how you look like. Come show him how you look like Kelly Rowland. Kelly Rowland. High five. Your mama made sure I ain't forget you, but baby, come on. Come here. Come show me how you look like Kelly Rowland with your dark chocolate self. Look at, ooh, you're so sexy. Look at you. Wave at the camera, baby. There you go. Wave at the camera. There you go. All right. I'm just trying to tell y'all that this 6 12 and 15, about to be 16-year-olds, they lying like a motor scooter.
How you gonna bring them in and then tell us that they're liars?
Because they daddy don't lie to them, they mama don't lie to them. We all lying
We
like a
do that
motor
all the
scooter.
time.
We lying like a motor scooter. Our kids is raised different. Me and Monique, the food around and raised these kids differently. These kids is woke as duck. You hear me? They woke as duck. I don't mean duck. You hear me? I'm just trying to do what autocorrect do on my iPhone, Jerome. Autocorrect said, I'd be like, duck you. That's not what I said. I've never in my entire life, Trinae, said duck you. That's not what I said. Autocorrect said duck you. I've never said duck you in my entire life. I brought them up though, just for a second, just for y'all to get this here, Melissa. I don't give how fine you are. I don't care how much 0% body fat, how young you are, how blessed you are. You don't believe. Rewind, press play. I don't care how old you are. You don't believe. I don't care if you feel it. Phil has believed his entire life. Phil has never wavered in faith. And he still don't believe.
So you brought us on this call to tell us that we don't believe in God?
You damn right I did. This whole call has been about, as far as you're concerned, Ebony, you don't believe in God. Because Phil is the most faithful person on this call. And even Phil would tell you, while I believe more than most of y'all, which he'll never tell you, Phil, in this veil of forgiveness, forgets that he is a sixth density being and can solve his problems with a snap of a finger, heal his body with a snap of a finger. See, I haven't come here to tell you about what you believe. I come here to tell you about what you believe. That's two different words. They're loaded. They're loaded. They're absolutely loaded. It's Phil. If you
Fine,
at Antonio,
it's already covered, Antonio T. Smith
right.
Jr.
You're
Help
right.
thy unbelief.
You're right.
You heard me.
You're right.
It's a mustard seed, not a rock of mustard.
You're right.
It's
No,
a
you're right.
mustard seed.
You're
It
right.
is covered. Regardless of how far you go or how low you go or how high you think you are, because you're never as high as you can get to.
Phil
because
is.
if you're looking at how
Phil
you
is.
can get there,
Fair
the
enough.
elevation don't come from you.
Fair
So
enough.
the faith don't come from you either. So everybody gets a measure
Double fair enough.
of that.
Double fair enough,
Sandra Lucky
except
just
for
saying.
double fair enough, except for Phil. Everything Sandra just said, everything Antonio just said, does not apply to Phil. And he is the most
That
Phil
apply to Phil too. That apply to Phil too.
Phil,
I promise you it do. Because everything Phil say, even when he not saying it out his mouth, he's giving it a one hitter. He ain't got time to play around.
I could
He
do with
one
that.
hitting it, it's out the pot. Boom.
No, I could deal with
done.
that. I could deal with that.
Let
I could
it
deal with
over
that. And in the sense of what you just said, lastly, we're saying the same thing. Allow me to take it an ascension step higher and allow me to communicate with you in a way I've been setting this class up for the last 85 minutes. There's no one on this call. There's no one on this call. I got more faith than everybody on this call, and I'm second. Phil is first. I will repeat. I have more faith on everybody on this call, and I'm second. Phil is first. Faith does not drive me. Faith absolutely drives Phil. Faith is not my thing. I didn't get here by faith. I don't need faith. There's nothing about an ascendant. Let me stop that. There's nothing about Antonio that preaches faith or needs faith. Phil will always and forever in this lifetime have more faith than me. Next lifetime, we will decide. Me, Phil, and Susan will meet again, but we will decide. But I promise you, there's nobody on this call more faithful than Phil Augustus Sorrentino. That is not his middle name. That is absolutely not his middle name. I made that up. That's not his middle name. There is nothing about Phil that has a lack of faith. Is Sandra right in what she said? If you keep what she said in the context of what she said, she's absolutely right. It applies to all of it because even Phil is separated in this realm from source. So she's right. Did I disagree with Sandra? Nope. Did Phil agree with Sandra? Yes. And did Antonio agree with Sandra? Yes. I am telling you, Sandra's right if you keep in context what she said. Trinace, I won't forget you. I promise I won't. Phil has more faith than Antonio ever could. Because I didn't come here to have faith. You're not paying attention. Okay, this time, Aiden, Ashton, pay attention to me. Yeah, y'all been paying attention all the time. This time, I'm saying, listen to me because it makes sense. There's nobody on this call more faithful than Phil Sorrentino. I would run a close second. No, I'm not close second. I would run a New York mile second. It wouldn't even be a close second. If density 6 makes it, and I don't mean it, I'm not trying to do like law of attraction thing. I'm not trying to say it's going to make it. Don't say if. I'm not trying to. It will make it because of Phil Sorrentino. It will not make it because of Antonio. It will make it because when Susan is not looking, and even when she's looking, when Antonio is not looking, and even when he's looking, Phil has directed the direction of where we go. Because me, Deanna, Grace, Monique, Phil, Susan agreed to that before we got here. That's too fast for some of y'all. I'm not going to repeat it though. There's nobody here on this call that has more faith than Phil ever could. And that's not good enough. Now, the conundrum becomes, Antonio, are you saying what Phil is doing is wrong? And I'm going to say, absolutely not. Can Phil do something better? I'm going to say, absolutely not. Phil can do something better. You're going to say, well, that's because you say everything is perfect and that doesn't count. But Melissa says that doesn't count. Antonio, that's not what I'm saying either. What I'm saying is the most ascended person on this call always and forever will be Phil. No disrespect to Susan and no disrespect to Antonio T. Smith Jr. But the most ascended person on this call will always and forever be Phil.
And why is that significant, Mr. Smith?
It's significant, Jerome, because Phil is fucking up. Just so I can make it clear to everybody else. I've not opened up the mic to Phil. Phil, I brought you up for so long. You're going to have to
Excuse
respond
me.
to
I'm
this.
so sorry. I'm so sorry, but excuse me. Excuse my language. But if Uncle Phil fucking up, we all screwed.
This is my point. It's not my full point, but this is my point. This is my point. Faith in me. I never came to this call to talk about y'all. I came to this call to talk about me. And I recognize that Phil will always and forever have more faith in me. I'm not talking about y'all. Y'all just hearing y'all. I just happen to be talking about y'all because y'all making it about y'all. If you let me have my conversation, you'd be shut. I'd have been done in 20 minutes. But y'all stretched it out.
I just want to confirm and reiterate because I'm serious when I say this.
No.
It feels fucking screw. Like I need you to understand. I mean that from the bottom of my soul for a man. I mean, I have seen.
Well, the truth is, Jerome got it. That's why he asked that question. Jerome got it. Here's the punchline. You motherfuckers don't need faith. Jerome got it. Jerome got it. That's why he asked that question. The whole call's been a setup. Trinace, I promise I won't forget you. Listen to me. The reason why Phil has more faith than anybody on this call, because Phil don't think he need faith. Phil just comprehensively understands it's working out. He's not. Y'all tap in faith. Y'all get Grace, help me out. Abraham Hicks tuned in. Help because it's not my teacher.
Tuned in, tapped in, turned on.
Phil don't need that. Phil stay tuned in, tapped in, turned on. And he do it. Phil, ain't you dying? Yeah, but it's a good death though. This is Phil. This is Phil. On Phil's deathbed, he's gonna die gloriously. 90 years from now, because he's gonna live a long damn time. But it's like literally because Phil has ascended to the path where Phil don't think faith is necessary. Y'all think faith is necessary. Phil don't think faith is necessary. Aiden, listen to me. Ashton, listen to me. Phil don't think faith is necessary. Phil just thinks he's already created when he was 2 years old, 1 year old, and it's just working out for him. That's not faith. That's expectation. And until you get there, you don't get it. You don't get what I'm saying. Jerome gets it because he asked that question for a reason. Trinace, I promise I won't forget you, but let me just push this point. Ina, I'm telling you, Phil has more faith in me because I didn't come here for faith. That's not what I came here for. I came here to be a pioneer. Pioneers don't have faith. Pioneers have arrogance, hubris. I didn't come here. Lord, would you let me blaze a trail? That's not name me a Steve Jobs, a Leonardo da Vinci that ever prayed. See, I don't want to do that. See, y'all don't want to do that. But that's okay. I'm okay with it. I don't pray. I didn't come here to pray. Phil came here to pray that I pray. Susan came here to pray that Phil pray for everybody else but himself. No, Susan came to pray. Stop letting Phil pray for everybody else. Let Phil pray for himself. I didn't come in to pray. There's nothing about, I've 10,000, 30,000 classes. I've never taught y'all how to pray. I've never taught you how to believe because there is nothing in my existence, Jerome, that says believe or pray. That's not what I came here for. Jesus came here to tell you how to pray, how to believe. I came here to teach you how to be Jesus. Those are two different things. See, they're not gonna like that, Kenneth. They're not gonna like that. They're not gonna like that. I don't care if you pray. I don't care if you believe. I care that you act like Jesus. Phil just thinks, yeah, I'm not gonna like this. He's got the power of Jesus. Two different things. I came here to teach it to you. Phil came here to live it out. Two different things. Am I wrong? Doesn't matter. Phil doesn't think so. Am I right? Doesn't matter. Phil doesn't think so. It's not about thinking I'm wrong or right. Phil is going, you know what, baby? That's going to work out today. We can we can drop $1 billion in value. If Phil's gonna say, you know what, baby, it's gonna work out today. You see that listed. Elon Musk has lost like $10 billion in value. And Phil will go, you know what, baby? It's gonna work out today. It doesn't matter. Whatever is happening in Phil's life, Phil says the dumbass thing of it's gonna work out today. And that's faith. See, I didn't say faith in me. Excuse me, I didn't say faith in Phil. I said faith in me. Trinace, you got 2 minutes. I'm bringing you up. Antonio, can you tell us what faith means now in a fuller definition that you gave them earlier? I sure can.
I just have to say something there.
Yeah, you got to.
Were you in our kitchen earlier this afternoon? Seriously.
I was that fly on the wall that you couldn't swat. Yes.
I was giving it to him. He said, no,
it's 100% facts. Listen, I'm not, if I were, if Jesus was the most smartest man in the disciples, wouldn't have been no disciples. Phil is smarter than me. Phil is wiser than me. And any other thing we can say. The only place I have Phil beat is ascension. And it has nothing to do with, like, ascension means I lose a lot. That's the only, Antonio, what's ascension mean? I'm a dumbass that I've done this 1,000 times more than Grace. And I took a lot of pain more than Grace. And I remember it all.
And you couldn't teach us to be like Jesus without it. Sandra Lucky just
fair enough. I'm gonna push Sandra Lucky saying even further. I would never teach y'all how to be like Jesus. I would always teach y'all how to be like Phil. I would never teach y'all. Let me hear me very well. You're not gonna like what I'm saying. I don't care if you like what I'm saying. I would never teach you how to be like Jesus. Yeah, I don't think that shit's possible anyway. But you do think it's possible to be Phil. That you do. Now, am I wrong? Catch me in hell and see if I'm wrong. If I don't make it there,
we couldn't go to heaven?
I'm just people like black or white. They don't like gray. You know what I'm saying? So catch me in hell if I'm wrong. You know what I'm saying? Listen, I'm not right. Am I the most ascended person on this call? By far, it's not even close. Am I the wisest person on this call? It's not even close. It's Phil. Those are two different things. I'll do it again. Am I the most ascended person on this call? By far, it's not even close. It's not miles away. Am I the wisest person on this call? I'm miles away from Phil. How am I using the word wise? I'm using it different than intellect. I'm saying Phil is a soul that lived longer in all my lifetimes than I ever have. Let's just put a fake number on it. If I live 1,500 lifetimes, Phil lived 2,500 lifetimes. We're putting a fake number on it. Yet Phil goes, but you made something different out of your 1,500 lifetimes that I didn't sign up for. I don't even have to finish that. Because those of you who are ready to receive that, it just is what it is. You received it. Those of you who did not, I'm not talking either way. But I'm talking about faith and me. Every day I get up, I ask myself, can I do this? And it's never about density 6, but it's always about density 6. What y'all think that we're doing, I'm not doing it. I don't give a damn about whatever you think I'm doing. Trinace, I said 2 minutes. Give me 2 more minutes. I'm sorry. Trinace, you know what I'm trying to do? I'm trying to get rid of money. Do you understand the cross that lays before you when you try to get rid of money? Let me walk you through it. Hey, white people, we don't want money no more. Shit. What you gonna do? Just die. Okay, I'll do it a different way. Jesus says, and thou shalt not be no more people in power. And the Sanhedrin and the Pharisees said, what you gonna do is die. Did that make sense better? Did y'all like that one better? Melissa, I don't know what I'm doing. Phil does. And the crazy thing is, and hear me well, I don't know if Susan feel like what I'm about to say, and I really clearly I don't give a damn because I know it to be true. Phil is Paul, Susan is Silas. Paul was Phil was called for the life he lived. Susan chose that life. And Susan will always and forever be more important than Phil because Silas chose it. Do you understand how you have to choose a shipwreck? Choose imprisonment? It's one thing to be called for it, but to choose it? Y'all crazy. God, my name is Grace, and I want to choose women's suffrage. Lies. God, my name is Dion Lewis. I want to choose to be Caitlin Clark. Be worth 50 million, make 700,000. Help me out, somebody. I wish I had somebody. I'm trying to make it make sense in modern day language. She worth 50 million a year, Susan. WNBA say, well, you know, here's 700,000. Now Nike gonna give her 50 million, probably 96 million. I ain't got to do with that. I promise you, Nike is gonna match. Antonio, what you think Nike go pay? Caitlin Clark, what they gave LeBron James at 18. Nike, in no way. Nike's gonna make Caitlin Clark LeBron James. Anyway, let me get off of that. What's ascension? I don't know. What's forgiveness? I don't know. What's wisdom? I don't know. Who is ascension? Phil Sorrentino. Who is wisdom? Phil Sorrentino. Who is intellect? Phil Sorrentino. It's not your job to think you have faith. I'm gonna time myself this time. It's nice. Just hit the timer. The reason why I'm so good at what I do, I'm so smart at what I do, because I don't think I'm good at what I do. I don't think I'm smart at what I do. I genuinely think every day I'm not going to make it. I'm not going to be able to do what I do. My imposter syndrome is so high that I genuinely don't want to embarrass myself on this call. But every day I get up and I embarrass myself on these calls. I put it all out in front of y'all on the recorded call. I have imposter syndromes hate every single time that I tell Jerome the status update. The reason why I am ascended and would be the most ascended on this call is because of what you call the cross accepted. I've owned. I'm not going to it willingly, Dion. But I got the balls to go to it. Everybody didn't hear what I just said. But Sandra been telling y'all I've been Moses since 2018. Do I know what I'm doing, Melissa? Nope. Do I make it up every day? Of course I do. Am I the leader you're looking for? Absolutely not. Susan is your mentor. Phil is your leader. What is Antonio? I'm the bridge. Bridges don't talk when they're not being recorded. So, Tracy, what do I mean by forgiveness in me? What do I mean by faith in me? I don't have faith. I don't think I've ever told y'all that I have faith. I've always told you that you need faith in two places. But if Antonio, do you have faith? Do you believe in faith? No. Antonio, do you believe in God? I'm confused. So, Antonio, what do you believe in? Me. You missed it. In your programming, that sounds arrogant. I'll do it again. Antonio, do you believe in faith? That's Phil's job. I didn't. That's not why I came here for. That's why I got Phil as a soulmate. Phil is the faith. That's not true, Antonio. All right, then. Jesus said we probably shouldn't go to Jerusalem. Thomas said, shit, we going right now. Jerome, please tell them I'm not lying with the exception of the cuss word. Please tell them. Thomas said, let's go right now. And it was 2 years later before they actually went. Thomas was like, listen, we gonna throw these things up. Off with their heads if they touch you. Thomas literally did say that. I'm not lying. Peter was like, I cut a mother. Let's. I got to clap again. One of you will betray me. Is it our Lord? Nah, it's not you. Let somebody come in here and try to fuck with you. That's what Peter said. Peter meant it so much. Peter tried to cut somebody's head off, Dion. He cut their ear off because they dodged. I'm just trying to tell you, Peter meant what he said. See, Tracy believed me because Tracy know the Bible. I'm just trying to tell you. Peter meant what he said. I don't believe in nothing but me. You missed it. I'll do it the third time. Hopefully a few more people gonna get it. If you're looking for someone of great substance, don't look at me. I'm not great substance. If you're looking for someone of great faith, don't look at me. I'm not great faith. But if you're looking for someone who will not quit, who will die for what they're doing, oh, that's me. Faith. So, Antonio, do you believe in God? I don't know. I absolutely believe God believe in me. That may be a little bit of hubris. Might be a little bit of hubris. Does God believe in you, Antonio? You got doggone right. God believe in me, Jerome. You asking me that for you know what it is. But it's not from an arrogant standpoint. The truth is, I believe I'm so unworthy, I'm not supposed to believe in God. What you call my arrogance is actually conservative reverence. Kenneth, I don't believe that someone like me gets to believe in God.
So you're the centurion that said, you ain't even got to come to my house because I don't feel worthy for you coming to my house.
This is Grace. If I started off the call that way, the call would have been 2 minutes long. You feel me? The centurion said, "Listen, now you ain't got to, please, just point, because I got men. You just point. I'm literally the centurion. God don't believe in me, but I got people. Jerome ain't gonna never let me suffer. So if you say, God, you ain't gonna never leave me suffer, I know Jerome ain't gonna never let me suffer. So I know you ain't gonna never let me suffer." That's that centurion faith. You feel me? You feel me? You feel me, Grace? Because I know for sure if I ever lose everything, Phil and Susan are gonna have a cardboard cart and a basket from Walmart. We all three sleeping in there. You hear me? We sleeping in there. All three of us. All three of us sleeping in there. Jesus said, I'm not. Here's the deal, Jerome. Jesus said, y'all like me? And John the Baptist came before you, not drinking, not sinning, not doing nothing. And y'all hated this motherfucker. Sandra, please tell them I'm not telling. Please tell them I'm telling the truth. Please tell them I'm telling the truth. If you would please. Son of Man came drinking with sinners. No, drinking with drinkers, drunkards, and sitting with sinners. And y'all like me. That's me. I'm, I'm never gonna be more holy than Phil. I'm never gonna be more submissive to Susan. That's not what I came here for. Faith, I don't have it. I really need you to hear me. I'm not done yet. I'm about to get nice. But I really need you to hear the point of this call. Ashton, can you hear me? Aiden, can you hear me? Your daddy don't know if he got faith. I don't know. I don't. Faith is confusing to me. But I got faith in me. I think y'all missing this. I don't. Hey, invisible God, can you do something for me? I don't got that in me. That's Susan's job. I ain't got that. I don't have that. Oh, Melissa. Oh, the ancestors. I don't pray no ancestors, and I don't pray no God. I believe in God. Believe in the ancestors. I honor God, Jeremy. I know it's my reasonable service to submit and be humble so I could be exhausted. So I could be exalted. Ebony just asked, do I pray? Yeah, I don't pray without. I pray within. I don't lean to my own understanding. I just know I think, therefore I am. Some of y'all don't get that, what I just said. I just invoke Rene Descartes, but that's too much for some of y'all. I just know that I believe in Phil and Susan, and I love Phil and Susan so much, and I love Deanna, and I love Grace. I love Monique and I love Ashton and I love Aiden and I love Aaron so much that I would die before I don't believe that I can make their lives better. Am I wrong? That's on you. I don't give a f about that question. Do you hear me? Now, Phil and Susan's gonna clean this up. 2 days from now, they're gonna say, "Well, that's Antonio's a pioneer." That's what he really meant. He really meant that he's a pioneer, and they're gonna say all great stuff like that. Maybe that's true. Maybe that's true, Deanna. It might be true, but you cannot be a pioneer in your feelings. And you better be glad that everything that I'm saying, as your leader, I'm saying. Because if I was Phil, I wouldn't be so strategic. If I was so strategic like Susan, I wouldn't be so Phil. I can't be one of them, but I need to be both of them. If I was as strategic as Susan, ain't damn one of you mother scooters would be here. And if I was so loving as Phil, we wouldn't have no goddamn plan. I'm not saying he don't have no plans. I'm just saying that my job is to make cutthroat decisions that Susan can make a little bit better than Phil. Just not trying to disrespect anybody.
Antonio T. Smith Jr., this is real talk.
Talk to
Real
me.
talk, Antonio
Talk to
T.
me.
Smith Jr. And I
Talk to
want
me.
you to hear what I'm saying.
Yep.
I want you to listen to me. Are you listening?
Submit to you 100%.
And you really should have that gold pen and write this down. Because
Okay.
2 feet.
I'll type it down for you.
Thank you. Antonio T. Smith Jr. is not a brand. He is a substance of exactly what he has put down. Density 6. It goes to the level 11. You know that, right?
Keep on talking. You in string theory, but keep on
Underneath
talking.
the
I'm with you.
12. Density 6. Life.
My question would be, how do you
and
know
life.
it? Because you ain't supposed to even be knowing all this stuff here. But anyway, keep going, though. That's my real question.
So because you are part of that density,
Right.
you are intertwined within every single aspect of the height to get to those levels of that 11 underneath that 12 before you hit that site.
Fair enough.
You have to be the sentinels that reach out. There's no other way for you to live. You can't live any other way.
Neither
It's
could
not,
Jesus, though.
it's
Neither
not even
could Jesus. Y'all keep making Jesus an empathetic sheep that went to the cross. Do you understand how freaking stubborn you got to be to get to the cross? Do you understand how Susan has to say, "Oh yeah, God, I know, Father, I know you're gonna kill me for the next 2.5 years, 3. I'm gonna still go that way." Do you understand how stupid you got to be to march towards mutual crucifixion and do it?
And that is why you're stupid, Antonio T. Smith Jr.
And that's Sandra, you might as
That's
well
all
preach my
you
whole
just saying.
you might as well preach my whole lesson.
I'm just saying.
Faith in me is stupid in me, is what I should have called it. You hear me? I should have called it stupid in me. Feel stupid, Susan smart. I'm not saying stupid is a bad thing. I don't mean to disrespect nobody. I really don't. I'm trying to use very ascendant words here. I'm just trying to. All right. Anyway, let me just do this and I'll get my closing
But did
thoughts
you
after.
get it, Antonio
I,
T. Smith?
I got exactly what you're saying. You're 100% right. You're 100% right. This time I promise. Today, she's going in 30 seconds. I don't know what Phil knows. I don't know what Susan knows. The kindest person on this call is Jerome. You ain't meeting nobody kinder than Jerome. Smartest person on this call is Susan. most ascended on the person on this, or most wisest person on this call on this film. I don't know what I am. I just know that I can go to the cross and not complain. Come on, Janae, because that was way over everybody's heads. I saw Jerome got it.
I caught it.
That was way over. Yeah, you
I don't want to know it.
That's your whole problem. Yeah, that's your whole problem right there. Go ahead, Trinace. Come on. And then I'm gonna get my closing thoughts after Trinace.
You don't went way past what I was gonna say.
That's because I'm a sinner. Don't worry about it.
So when you said I think you called it pseudo faith. I think that's what you called it.
Which is what everybody got.
So I'm in agreement with the pseudo faith thing. And that's just because, I go to higher D.
Play something from that right now. You just got doggone.
And we do connect groups. We all do Bible study. We do connect groups. And we started doing that prior to COVID because Pastor was worn out. So we go to our little connect groups. Whatever the group does, we pick the group. So I'm in two groups. One that they seem like, I don't know, they a mix of holy and hellish to me. So
that's weird. I don't disagree. We all mix of holy and hellish.
Yeah,
Susan's the most evil person on this call because she's the kindest person on this call.
Well,
no, it's a both end. It's a both end.
So
there's nobody kinder than Susan, which means there's nobody more evil than Susan.
The reason that I say that is because the man in the group, but I digress about the man in the group with his chauvinistic self. At any rate, last month, Pastor was teaching about faith or something, whatever. And one of the conversations was about faith. And I trust God. I trust God. I trust God. And I'm going through this and I trust God. And I say, I'm mute. I say,
people who trust God broke.
I say, I don't trust God at that level.
People who trust God and are broke get on my nerves. Because trusting God comes with fruit.
And I say, I don't trust God like that. And God has blessed me and he has come through for me a lot of the times. But I don't trust God like that. And in my mind, I'm looking at them and they're like, she said this. I say, I'm just being real. I can't say that I trust God, but faith goes from levels to levels. And at the level that I am right now, my faith ain't that I trust God. My faith is like, God, what's up? And they was just so appalled that I would say that.
That brings you far closer to God than those people.
To me, I think the church does us a disservice. And then we double dip it when we don't read the Bible and get an understanding for ourselves. So for me to say that I don't trust God, I hope that it made them look at, maybe I don't trust God completely either. Because it's easy to, like, I'm sitting in this chair. The chair was a good illustration.
Yep.
Driving was a good, and the chair especially because I put the chair together. My daughter bought the chair.
Yep.
I put the chair together, knowing that I don't have no wherewithal for that, and I sit my butt in this chair every day.
Every day.
Every day.
Faith. Never think it's gonna let you down. Never think it's gonna sleep or something.
Never go. I'm not concerned about this chair.
And you got hips. Don't forget about that too. You're not like 97 pounds sitting in the chair. You Scorpio thick sitting in the chair.
Oh my God.
I mean, that's a whole different kind of sitting. I don't feel like that was inappropriate. Maybe it was. I don't know. Maybe I'm just saying. I'm just saying. If you top heavy, that's a different kind of bra struggle. If you bottom heavy, that's a different kind of panty struggle. That's not the same thing. Anyway, let me just be quiet. All right, I'm my bad.
So I think I appreciate about Past Bender is because it's a safe space to tell the truth about how you think and how you feel about things and how you process, because everybody ain't on the same level. Because when I looked at their faces and I was like, well, I don't care, I'm gonna just say this. I don't trust God at that level. Where I am right now, I don't I don't. Now previous, yeah, but where I am right now, that's a no.
Losing will make you not trust God.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I got
wait, one more. Wait. No. Please. I need you to yeah, I need you to wait a minute. Hold on. Give me a minute. Okay, say that one more time, please. Thanks.
Losing would not make you trust God.
Yeah.
100% fact. That's 100% fact. Keep losing.
Question.
Keep trying to get pregnant and can't have no baby and see how much you trust God.
Facts. Facts.
Okay, somebody said they had a question. Who was that?
Ebony.
Okay, I only got 15 more minutes. And if that's 15 more minutes, like 5 of that's gonna be a video clip. I promise you. Anyway, go ahead.
You said we don't have faith because we not bring food and we don't have money.
Because you got. Whatever you say is nope, but keep going. John chapter 15, verse 8. John chapter 15, verse 8. John chapter 15, verse 8. John chapter 15, verse. Deanna, pull it up on the screen. Pull up John chapter 15, verses 6,
Why
7,
does all blessings have to be money? Why can't it be more life?
That's fair, but life is money. Life is blessings.
Get off my screen. Oh, I hurt you.
Sandra liked all that. Okay, 678, Grace. 678, Deanna. If you do not remain in me, you're like a branch that is thrown away in the withers. Such branches are picked up, Monique. Monique was laughing at y'all, by the way. By the way, and it's thrown in the fire and burnt. If you remain in me and my words remain in you, ask whatever you wish and believe, and it shall be done for you, Ebony. This is my Father's glory, that Ebony bears much fruit, showing that Ebony is my Father's disciple. Thank you so much. You can stop your screen. It's in the Bible, Jerome. Go ahead, Deanna. Wrench around, wrench it off.
Okay, I was looking on Instagram on one of my breaks in between.
Trigonometry. Keep going.
Oh my God.
Which is the devil's math.
It is the devil's math.
It is. That's why Jerome stayed away from it. You understand? Jerome ain't got nothing to do with the devil.
And then it's a crash course because I've never done trigonometry a day in my life. Like I stopped at algebra. But anyways, I was scrolling through and this man said it was a video on Instagram. He said, Jesus didn't come here to make followers.
No.
Jesus came here to make leaders.
Just fair. That must have been Myron Golden or somebody like that.
I don't know who it was. But then it makes sense because disciples don't follow nobody. Disciples go out to bring more in. Disciples go out to duplicate the teachings that they have learned.
Christianity should never exist.
That is your fruit.
Christianity should never exist.
Oh, that's the other thing he said. He said, Jesus didn't come to create Christianity. He came to create more Christs. And he said it with an S.
Because that means Christ means kings.
I was like,
Christ is the Greek rendition of the word Messiah. Messiah is the Hebraic rendition of the word anointed one. An anointed one, Messiah, and king, Christ all mean king. Jesus the King was his name. Christ is not Jesus' last name. Christ
My
is a title.
goodness.
And if Dion is going to call herself a Christian, Dion ought to act like a damn king. You don't like something like that, Drew. It don't mean I'm outside the Bible.
I hear you, but also Dion has to believe in that, right?
That's the whole call I've been talking about.
I know.
That's TLMINBOUT. Talking about. That's talking about. That's how you spell talking about.
Exactly it.
There you go. That's how you spell talking about. That's from Third Coast, the South. There you go, right there. Talking about. Okay. I got a few minutes left.
Antonio.
Come on, Jerome. You had to say something at some point because I've been like,
oh, you know, I've
been doing too much for too long. You had to say something, some point.
What I think is so interesting about this evening's call, and I truly, truly appreciate it.
Amen.
And I was listening to me. I was listening. Ooh, I was listening. But you know
and Tracy
what?
listened. Tracy listened like,
is that
the word I needed, Lord? You know, Tracy be listening to her future words. Is that what I needed, Lord? I need a word. Anyway, keep going, Jerome. Keep going.
I thought back to when I first met you.
Yep.
And I knew there was something about you. I didn't know what it was. I don't know if I still know what it is.
Church folk can't stand me. Kingdom-minded folk love.
But let me tell you what happened tonight. As you were talking, sir.
Talk to me.
I looked at these boxes and I started counting them.
Talk about it.
Listen to me now. And I counted 11 boxes here. And I said to myself, I said, Jerome, those 11 people, I don't know why I started following you. I said, but them 11 boxes is why I'm still following you. Thank you for this class tonight, sir.
Amen. That's the whole point of me bringing up Phil and Susan so damn much in today's class. You hear me? I would never be as submissive as Susan or as wise as Phil. And I didn't come here for that, Dion. I came here to be arrogantly, stupendously a pioneer. I need you to get that. I need you to get, in order for me to be a pioneer, my faith must be in me. That does not mean my motives are incorrect, but my faith is direct.
Antonio, you have some amazing people on this call. Do you hear me? Yes, amazing. Sir. And that's what I meant by that. Yeah. And some of the ones that I didn't, I haven't known them that long, but there's some I've known long enough. Some of them, as soon as I met them, like Trinace, Dion,
Trinace act like me. She just got like boobs and stuff, but she act like me. Me and Trinace talk the same talk. She just says it with like a feminine voice. There's no difference between the next time from now on. When y'all listen to Trinace talk, listen to me talk. See if we saying something different. Trinace is actually worse than me. Because I don't take this to the church. Trinace take it to the church. Trinace do Antonio in the church.
She does. That's why they look at her crazy.
Yes.
That's why they look at her crazy. Yeah.
She bring it raw. She bring it raw.
She do it in the church. I know this Bible study, but I don't do that. I just be quiet in Bible study, Susan. Trinace don't care nothing about being quiet. Okay. All right, then. So just so we know. Trinace is a wilder Antonio. Don't let that femininity fool you. I gotta end this here. The point of today's class, and I want Aiden and I want Ashton to hear this, and hopefully they rewind at the end of this. MP, man, I don't know. I don't know how to make it. I just know I did and I am. I don't know what to do next. I just know I do and I will. My faith in me is so strong that I don't care about your religion. I like it. I am your religion. Like when Jerome goes, but God says, I'll be like, oh, me? When Amir goes, Allah said, oh, me? Like, I'm not trying to be arrogant. I'm just trying to say, Sandra, that Moses couldn't think, couldn't be, couldn't lead the way as you prophesied many years ago, Sandra, without knowing that he could split water. No, y'all not listening. Ina, y'all not listening. Moses split water. Do you understand the unmitigated gall that you have to pick up a staff and go, let me show you, motherfucker. Do you understand? You're not really paying attention to your scriptures. Moses, there's nope. There's no text, Dion, that says, Moses, I'm gonna take care of you if you put that staff in the water. Nope, use a damn lie. Moses put that staff in the water, Susan, knowing
Wait, I need
God
you
gonna
to
take care of me.
I need you to be what you do to correct, politically correct when you say he ain't put it in no water. He
He
put
put it
it
in the Red Sea.
in the Red Sea and split that whole in half.
Yeah,
That's the kind of faith. That's a belief.
But
Yeah,
Joshua
it
did,
wasn't no puddle. Let's get this clear.
but Joshua did
Wasn't
it
no
even
puddle.
worse. Joshua did even more. Joshua walked around 7 times and said, we're gonna kill this rock, Susan, with our voices. That's just dumb. Y'all out here, y'all just catch all this stuff by faith and never really think, hey, Aiden, Monique, let's walk around in silence. And on the 7th day, we're gonna walk around 7 times and scream. And what Moses did to water, God gonna do to rock. That don't make no damn sense. It don't make no sense. Y'all out here believing stuff that don't make sense. So you got two options as I see it, Susan. Believe in stuff that don't make sense or believe that you don't make sense. And that's where Antonio fall in. I'm going to say it again. Ina, everybody going to get it this time. I don't even need a third time. You can either believe in these stupid little fairy tales and all y'all sacred texts, or you can believe, Susan, that you are the stupid fairy tale in your sacred text. And that's why I fall in. I am he who split water. I am he who walk on water. Tracy, your friends gonna call my belief arrogant. Your Bible will call my belief. I've never seen no faith like this in all of Israel. Y'all got to differentiate between arrogance and biblical because, well, Jesus, shit. At least I can get some damn crumbs from the master's table, though. God dog. That was arrogance. They don't like that. Elijah. Let's go to the Old Testament. Elijah. You know what I'm saying? We gonna do this here with the lady with the all the cake. Listen, I only got ebony. I got a cup of flour. Elijah say, keep pouring that doggone flour like I said. See, they don't want to hear me, Janaise. They don't want to hear me.
Question. Aren't we supposed to be like Jesus? So if
Does your
that's the
Bible
case,
tell you to be like Jesus?
yeah.
But here's the deal before you
And
finish.
be
Before you
Jesus.
finish, if you actually be like Jesus, would they put you in a padded cell with your arms behind your back?
Yes.
Yeah.
Then there's the damn problem. There's my message, Susan. There's my message.
But here's where I'm going with that. So what you're saying is that you are your own Jesus and you believe in you.
And my motives bless all of y'all.
Uh-huh.
See, I don't believe in me.
Okay.
with because Antonio, do you believe in you? You got doggone right. I believe in me like Satan believe in him. I just believe in me without benefiting me. There's the difference. That's not wisdom, that's ascension.
You said one time, Antonio T. Smith Jr.,
I ought to throw
that
this whole
it,
microphone at the screen, Sandra. Just crack the whole screen in the microphone. Go ahead, Sandra. I'll just go ahead. Let me mute my mic so you can talk. Cause I'm gonna keep talking while I'm off mic. Cause I got
I
Stuff to
know
say.
you do. Do it. You
I'm done.
said one time you don't need faith
No,
if you already believe.
that's right.
Then you're supposed to be walking in that.
That's why Phil don't have faith.
You don't
That's why
have to pray
that's why Phil don't have faith. Phil
because
is
you have
faith.
already prayed.
Susan need
So
faith.
now walk
Phil
in what you
is
already
faith.
know that you have. Right?
That's right. That's absolutely correct.
So therefore, there's nothing wrong with believing in the fact that you believe in your worth, which is something I talk about on a regular basis.
Fair enough.
Because it helps me not get beat up no more.
Fair
the
enough.
devil is a lie. God already told me I'm worth it.
Fair enough.
God already told me I'm worth love.
Okay.
So why would I walk somewhere where I already know I don't belong? I don't belong there.
Okay.
I'm worthless. So I'm going to walk in love. If you don't
Okay.
have love, give me, then I don't want you around me.
That's fair.
If you don't have peace, then I know you don't have love and you're not walking and or working towards to get to love. So that makes a whole difference.
It does.
So no matter what you say or where you putting it, you are positioned to do exactly what you're doing.
100%. 100%.
I'm just saying.
As I see it, there's three stupid ass people on this call. Phil, Antonio, and Sandra. The rest of y'all real smart. That's why it's so hard for y'all to have faith. If you somebody like Tracy who's about to go next, if you can just raise your hand before I even talk. How many of y'all talk yourself out of belief with logic? Come on, help me out, somebody. No, come on, help me out, somebody. Well, you know, that's that way because if I... Okay, go ahead, Tracy. Talk to these folks. Bless them. I should have actually, to be honest with you, I should have said Tracy is dumb as hell too. So it's four of us. I should have said Tracy dumb too. Okay, keep going, Tracy.
So my question is, because like I read also the I am, I create, right? And so when you're saying you believe in yourself, I put in the chat earlier, do you believe in yourself because you believe that the power of God has been placed in you, or like the spirit of God is within you, and so you just tap into that power, so therefore you believe? Because you also say, you like, I speak, so therefore it is. So it's like, no, you said I believe, so it is. So it's kind of like there's no point in faith if you just believe. But then people would say faith is belief. But then it's not really belief, it's knowing, because your belief changes to knowing. So instead of it being faith, we need to shift our faith from just having faith to having expectation that it's just going to happen, because you've already pretty much gone past the faith level, right?
I got you. So there's two answers to your question. The first answer y'all not gonna like. What y'all call arrogance, I call faith. Y'all just call it arrogance. That's on y'all. So my Egyptian pyramid belief in myself, y'all call arrogance. Any man or woman that believes that they can do and be like Jesus, y'all shun. I'm gonna just move it on. You ain't gotta believe in that. But to answer Tracy's main questions, Tracy's looking for a conversion point. She's looking for a conversion point because this is Western thinking. where did Antonio believe in whatever? Like, did he believe in himself? Did he believe in God? Did he, like, there's a conversion, but she needs me to believe in God. And then through that, I believe in me. It has to be a conversion point. And here's the deal, Tracy. I've been this way since I was 2, 1. I don't have a conversion point for you. I was born this way. And I would argue so was Sandra. Sandra thought she could be a princess in 1960 ass America as a black woman. Can you think of can you process the fact that a black lady, a black girl in 1960 was like, I'm gonna be a princess. Let's have a tea party. It don't make no sense. In the 60s, we can't do that in 2024. They just had a whole black princess and she got kicked out. Stopping. I'm stopping. I didn't even finish it. I didn't even finish it. I did not even finish it. I didn't finish it. I did not finish it.
I just want to clarify. She didn't get kicked out.
She had to walk out.
The prince saw the prince saw a reflection of what happened to his mother and refused to let it happen to his wife. So he said, oh, y'all, keep your whatevers. But a black girl became princess. I just want to put that out there.
You fair. When a black girl became princess, white supremacy hit her hard. That's a fact. We know it. Historicity. Back to you, Tracy. Yeah, Tracy. No, I've always been this way. I think the most important part of your question, Tracy, is the Phil and the Susans of this world and the Jeromes of this world had to pull me in and say, hey, watch your motives. I see what you're doing. I hear you. I can't make you change. How many of you ever met somebody that you know damn well ain't gonna change? So you don't even try to change them. You just try to put a little bug in their ear. Who know I'm talking about? Who?
That's you. That's you.
I ain't changing. I'm not changing.
Don't make me cut you.
Thank you so much. I'm not changing. Phil and Sue's don't even trying to change. I'm not change. What are you talking about? A quarter? Change? I'm not changing. To change, what kind of, how many, hey, I'm a pioneer and I change. I'm not changing? It made no sense. Tracy, back to you. I've always been this way. There's no conversion point. I don't have, if I would have been able to intellectually tell you in the 5th grade what I'm telling you now, I would have. I felt it. I just couldn't tell it to you because I didn't have a vocabulary and I had a confidence. But I ain't never stopped being me. I don't have a conversion point. I have a motive conversion point to where my motive said, make sure Jerome and Susan and Phil and Grace are protected. See, my original motives wouldn't give a blank about Jerome and Susan or Phil or Grace. Tracy, you are an extremely gifted, natural, leadership, attractive woman. That means you draw 2 men unto you. What Tracy draws 3. Okay, let me break it up. Tracy is naturally gifted. She's a leader and she's attractive. That means Tracy is drawing 3 people to her according to science. Women, strong women, weak ass men. Yeah, I ain't like that. Tracy, please let me. If I said something wrong right now, Tracy, if you don't mind, I didn't say you like women. I said you draw unto you. If okay, thank you so much. Strong women, weak men and narcissistic men who pretend to be strong. But the moment Tracy be strong, they can't handle it. Tracy, if you don't mind, I'll mute the mic. If I'm wrong, if I
That's so true.
and so motives have to let Tracy be a boss. So here's the problem with you women wanting to be bosses. In the Western Hemisphere, you can't be a boss and feminine at the same time. Nobody's ever said, "Hey, I'm a boss and I submit to my husband." That's not what that's not what Monique laughing. That's not what happens. That is not what happens. It's not what happens. You can't be a boss and feminine at the same time in the Western Hemisphere. You cannot. So if you choose to be a boss, you're not going to get a man who can dominate you or whatever you want. If you choose to be feminine, then you're going to get a man who's a pseudo boss. So it's like damn if you do, damn if you don't, as far as women goes. Or there's a third option, Ebony. You can be like Ebony and act like Antonio. You can be like Tracy and act like Antonio. I don't give a damn what y'all think. See, when you stop following the path of let me be picked, you stop getting picked.
Okay, because I was going to say, somebody didn't tell Marianne what you just said. Okay.
If Marianne never found Essie, Marianne would be a very unhappy woman. No, process that. Process that. If Marianne, that's Grace's mother, never found your daddy, your mama would be like, these men ain't shit. This is what your mama would be. If you ask, Mama, do you think men are good outside of my daddy? And she gonna tell you, Grace, they ain't shit. Your mama gonna tell you that. Because when Susan finds the one, she says, "Oh my God, men are so wonderful." Because men is Phil, right? All right, wrapping this up. Antonio, what does write this down? Antonio, what does faith mean? An extreme. Actually, I think I answered it earlier. Did I answer it earlier? And say what I meant, Grace.
Antonio, faith is God talking to someone else about your confirmed potential.
An extreme Tracy going. Tracy dating and Antonio and going, you know what, Tracy, you're a good woman. I'm gonna die for you. I'm gonna serve you. That's faith. Faith, Tracy's faith shows up in how I treat her. Last words. Aiden, am I right? Double shrugged up. Ashton, am I right? Double shrugged up again. Shrug here, double. Gang signs in between. I don't know. I don't know if I'm right, Phil. You see me, buddy? You see me, buddy? I don't know if I'm right. I don't know if I'm right. I don't know if I'm right. Monique, I don't know if I'm right. But I know my final words are right. If you don't believe that if you don't believe that you are God on this planet, your religion is trash. Your faith is trash. I'll do it again. If you don't believe, see, I'm gonna say it a little different, Jerome, so everybody can get with me this time. If you don't believe that you can tell this mustard seed, shut up and shrink down. Tree shrivel up. Mountain, get your ass in that sea. Makes sense now when I say it that way. No, Tracy, that makes sense with the exception of the word ass. That made sense, and you know it. That made sense because Jesus told his disciples, Susan, oh, you like that? Man, tell this motherfucker. I'm sorry. Let me get back to the Bible. Susan, tell it, man. You tell this fig tree with her. Same thing I did to fig tree. You can tell any mountain, cast up, be cast out into the sea. You do greater things than me, Susan. See, y'all like that when it's written in red, but you don't like it in your life. I'm saying something, Tracy, and you know, Tracy, me and you have a very between me and you and Damala, we have a male bonding understanding. Me, you, and Damali, y'all are different. Y'all are like y'all are pimps without being pimps. You know what I mean? Is that did I, ladies? Did I? I'm not trying to. I don't really know how to. I don't really know how to. Y'all listen to Eight Ball and MJG. You know what I'm saying? I don't really know how to. You know, I don't really know how to just describe it to them. But y'all dope dealers without selling dope. You know what I'm saying? Like y'all. You know, if okay, let me try to spade. Let me try to spade to them. Tracy and Damali, they named Dante and Darren. You know what I'm saying? Like they anyway, they get it. They Damali, do you feel disrespected? Tracy, do you feel disrespected? Do y'all say, all right then? You know, this is why me and them cool. Because you know, gang signs in between. You understand? They just, y'all soft. Damali, every time we get on these calls, Damali go, man, they soft as shit, Antonio. I ain't gonna lie to you, but it's all right though. I'm listening though. And Tracy go, they soft as shit. I love the Lord, but they are soft. But I appreciate it. I love Damali, Tracy. Am I lying? If y'all don't mind, if just 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 so they see, I'm not. I'm gonna mute my mic until one of y'all say something. I just don't.
Antonio, stop, man. You tripping.
Okay, then. Okay.
But you're not lying.
Jesus.
So
Jesus.
Antonio, this MP.
Yep. Talk to me, MP. Talk to me.
So I was really thinking about what you were talking about because 23 years ago, when I was a car salesman and I first joined my first MLM prepaid legal, and I didn't like the way they were working there, and I went to a convention in Ada, Oklahoma, and I thought I was bulletproof, so I fired my boss and thought prepaid legal was going to work. But I say all that to say is that I've been boss free for 23 years and I just figured it out after even having a criminal and felony.
Right.
Because I just fucking made it happen, bro. I just did it. And I've been knocking doors for 22 years. I did it by myself with the faith that I prayed. I had faith, but I had more faith in myself.
That's
because if I didn't go out there and door knock,
what a great way to end
for myself, I can't sit on the couch and say, God, please give me the money and all this kind of shit. If I'm not putting the work in, then that it wouldn't have happened. Or I had ups and downs and everything like that. But I just told myself, I'm not going to tell somebody how much I'm worth. I'm boss free and I've got a freaking, I don't know, I got allergies in my eye when I sit and talk to a boss because I'm not down to where they tell me when to eat and when to take a break, you know?
Y'all hear that? Y'all hear that? Can I translate with this man? First off, clap for him and his genius. Great way to end the call. Grace, I need 90 seconds. Time me for 90
that
seconds.
allergy in my eyes when I said talk to a boss. I love that. I like that. That line.
I told my last boss I had something in mind. He said, "What is it?" I said, "I don't see myself working for your ass anymore."
No more. No more. That's why MP can work here because I don't treat him like an employee. I treat him like he working with me and not for me.
Exactly.
Y'all gonna catch that later. Don't
and
worry.
When I'm controlled and somebody tells me what I need to do and all this kind of stuff, I'm out. Fuck you. I'm out. I'm not. I'm checking out. You tell me what I need to do and all this kind of stuff, but I'm coachable and teachable, and I will learn. But as soon as you put,
You
No,
sound
I'm
like
not gonna do
Phyllis
it.
Susan without the cuss words. That was exactly what Phyllis Susan was saying without the cuss words. Grace, I need 60 seconds because 30 seconds is up. I'm dead serious. He ended the call in such a great way. Antonio, what this man said, look, it's simple. That man had more faith in him than he had in God. Now, am I saying that he did not have faith in God either? No. Tracy, Damali, I'm just talking to you two. I'm talking to, she's Tracy and Damali, they're not alpha women. They just not, they just not women you can BS with. I'm trying to keep it real without keeping it too real. It's not, they have no problem stepping. Baby, you can take care of all this if you're gonna take care of all this. Are you the one to take care of all this? Then take care of the shit then. They got Damali and Tracy got no take care of it. Take I don't need number $500 a month then. Shit, take care of it then. Give me $500, give me a pack of cigarettes and it's going down. You know, not cigarettes per se, but you get the point though, right? You get the point. Mike saying in so many words, 30 seconds, Grace. Hey, Aiden. Hey, Asher. I'm not saying I don't believe. I'm just saying, Susan, I damn sure gonna believe in me. And there's not a sacred text on this planet that does not tell you not to believe in you. Which leads me to my very last point. Your job is not to rule as God. Your job is to rule with God. That's the Garden of Eden. Jerome, you're going to appreciate what I'm about to say. Every
Yeah.
time. Thank you, Tracy. Thank you. Every
That's that
I
like
got that. Yeah,
would you
that's
like
great,
this?
man. I love it.
And would you like this? You heard him, Mike said great. Every time Jerome ever tried to rule as God in his life, it blew up in his face and he paid for it. And every last one of you, every time Susan tried to replace God in her life, she did not benefit. But every time you have the confidence to rule with God, Tracy, it always works out for your good. And my whole point of this call, Jerome, faith in me. Do I got faith? I don't know. But I believe I got God. And I believe I'm with God. Whether you call that faith or arrogance, that's on you. But I do know, Sandra, I am Moses. And I will split water. Because I'm with God. You can't play better. You can't dominate. I ain't got nothing else to say. I went 44 minutes over. I do apologize.
Let's go.
We all gotta
Woo!
pee. I gotta pee. I'm gonna go sleep.
Eat.
Y'all, you know
Man.
what? Y'all did so good today. No D6 call in the morning. That's how good y'all did today. Ain't gonna be no D6 call in the morning. Grace gonna send y'all a text message. Take y'all a break. Wrench around and wrench it off. Be like Ashley. Be like Trinace. Be like Damali. Be like Sandra. You hear me? Most
Yeah,
importantly,
we
be
got
like
you.
Phil. Love you, everybody.
Love you
Love
more.
you more.
Y'all have a good
Love you
one.
more.
Or